Topspotusa.com.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yo, what's going on? It's Famous with topspotusa.com. You're tuned to TSUSA Radio, and on the show tonight, I got Jeff Meiers from Stateside. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Just chilling, man. You know, through this month of February, got to hear Stand Clear of the Closing Doors, and I said, you know, I got to talk to these guys, see what's going on with them. So, yeah, what's going on with you in Stateside?
Well, it was about a year and a half of working and going through lineup changes, and you know, we all live in New York City, but in different boroughs. So we all practice in Manhattan, and every week, twice a week, going into the city and practicing, and going out to Jersey to record, and it's just been a pretty crazy year and a half, and finally to be able to actually have something that, you know, just a collection of that is really exciting for us to show it to everybody. It's very exciting.
Yeah, man, and what a year it's been for you guys. I mean, you had a huge fan influx in 2011, you know, and, you know, just going into this new album, you know, it's hard for a lot of bands to kind of, you know, garner a lot of that stuff. What do you guys attribute to, you know, the attention you guys have gained with this in 1 year?
Well, you know, it didn't take off until maybe 4 or 5 months ago. We tried everything, really, and even digging into our own pockets and spending money on like Facebook ads and advertising and everything else. The thing is that there's so many bands out there, and there's bands that are better than us that aren't doing as good, and we're better than bands that are doing better than us. So it's all about just getting out there and doing whatever you can to get ahead of the game.
Right, and do you feel, I mean, obviously being in New York City, either be there, be LA, be Miami, you know, has that helped you guys any, or is it just like not had an effect, it's just where you live?
You know, I would imagine that it probably plays to our advantage. I'm sure that if you go out into the middle of the country where things aren't, you know, as urban and the population drops off dramatically, I would imagine that it's a lot harder to get a start out there. And, you know, I'm sure that there's amazing bands out there that haven't, you know, you or I have never heard of.
Right.
Whereas here, you know, I think it's a little bit easier to get a crowd going just because, I mean, we have other things we have to fight with, you know, other shows, other events, other things to do in the city other than go to a show. But I think that it would definitely play to our advantage just being in such a populated area.
For the people that never heard of Stand Clear of the Closing Doors, you know, how would you sum this one up?
We have sort of a pop punk and hardcore feel to it. You know, I guess you could call it like a Day to Remember. We're not as hard as them, but we're just it's like a poppy hardcore sort of band.
Yeah, I dig it. I was actually listening to it before you and I were talking, and I really like it. I think you guys have something solid. But what I did notice that I haven't seen anybody else do in like the million years is actually put their guitar tabs on their website. And I totally dig that you guys did that, man.
Yeah, when I was in high school, the Weezer actually did that, and that was something that was just blew my mind because we would always go on like Headcrawler or Ultimate Guitar Devs or whatever and look, and you would never know, like it wouldn't be ever 100%. You know, it would always be a little bit off here or there. And that's where I got the idea from, and I always wanted to, if anybody ever wanted to play our music, to be able to play it the right way. And, you know, it doesn't hurt, you know, for anybody that, you know, if you got our name out there, it doesn't hurt, definitely.
Right. They'd be playing a song. Who's that? Oh, that's Stateside. Yeah, check it out.
Right, exactly.
That's what's up, man. Just as a, you know, collectively as a band, I know everybody listens to different stuff, but you know, who are some of the you know, common influences between all you guys?
Where I come from, growing up, I listened to a lot of The Red Blind and Google Dolls, like that alternative scene, and eventually turned into Blink-182, which turned into like Take It Back Sunday, Brand New Thursday, the harder stuff, and now it's more of the really harder stuff where, you know, Day to Remember, Electric on Fire, that, you know, I think that band there was probably what got me into doing the hard music when Electric on Fire had, you know, at the time it was that big emo scene with the high-pitched voice, the New Kind of Glory, you know, sort of sound, and they have there's the rhythm guitar, Dallas Green. He has that same sound, but then they kind of mix it together and they go back and forth. I think that's what started getting me into the screaming. Where at first it was more of a just on tolerating it, because I really liked Alex's voice, but now it's it's a centerpiece.
Yeah, for sure, man. Now, let's backtrack a second. How did you guys form? How, you said there's lineup changes, all that stuff. Aside from all that, how did you guys even just, come in contact with each other?
When I had started off, a friend of mine had known Chip, and they were looking for a guitarist. And so what happened was I had listened to their old band, and he would probably kill me if he heard me say it, but it was John Oblige was their last band, and it was pretty bad. And when I had heard it, I wasn't really looking, to be honest, to do anything too serious. And I figured that these guys were kind of not doing anything too serious either, listening to their last band. So I just, it would be fun. It was always a dream of mine to do shows, to play shows in high school and everything. So I figured this could be my time to do it. And when I heard they had Make Your Move and Coming Home, those two songs were already written when I joined. And when I heard that, I almost felt like, I did feel at the time, I was like, I should not be in this room right now, because it's a lot more serious than what I definitely anticipated doing. But the thing about it is that, the more you play with other people, the better you get yourself. And I think that where I am now, at least playing, it's been definitely strengthened, from when I started a year and a half ago or 2 years ago playing with these guys.
Right, and yeah, you are who you surround yourself with. So the album's out, just came out earlier this month, February. What are some of the future plans you guys got going on?
We're going to tour at least 2 weeks. I don't know if we're going to break it up, do 7 days. We were thinking maybe to go up to Canada would be kind of cool for 7 days, and then do Southern East Coast for 7 days.
Now, I totally dig it. I think you guys got solid stuff. For those listening, you better check out Stand Clear of the Closing Doors. But where can everybody else check you guys out online at?
StatesideNYC.com.
StatesideNYC.com. They got Facebook, Pure Volume. You guys got a Twitter. Do you even use Twitter? Do that?
I'll be honest, we really don't. Not really. There's so many different venues and or avenues for advertising, and we do a lot. But it's just with the Twitter, it hasn't really caught on, to be honest with us.
So you guys got to hit them up at StatesideNYC.com or check them out on their Facebook. But Jeff, I really appreciate you taking out the time, and I see big things happening to you guys in the near future, and wish you guys continued success, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
TSUSA USA.